Hey, what's going on, folks? So you may have noticed that I'm not in my normal apron, like I would be. Truth is I woke up this morning with a bit of post-nasal drip and a little bit of a sore throat. And... What? No and! Sorry.
Get the squirt bottle.
The squirt bottle's right there. So, I wasn't feeling 100%, but I figured, hey, you know what? I'm still going to push forward. I'm still going to go on with this $10 challenge that I've been wanting to do. Went to the market this morning, made my purchases, came home, promptly did not feel any better and felt a little bit worse, actually. At the moment, I'm not feeling all that great, and as such, I'm not going to actually be cooking today. However, I did want to at least come on, talk about what I came up with, what I purchased, what my kind of thought process was behind everything, and just to kind of show what I was thinking about. The premise behind all of this was the idea of having just a straight $10 bill. No, Mrs. Hueso is not going to be doing the cooking. She did offer, but we'll deal with that at a different juncture. But the whole idea behind this was, if I had a $10 bill, could I walk into the market, purchase everything that I needed in order to make dinner for two? And that's it. Okay, so that's the idea behind all of this. Assuming, of course, that one has a bit of a pantry. Things like, ketchup, mustard, flour. I consider things like rice and pasta just kind of staple pantry items to have on hand. But this is also something that I kind of feel like is a little bit up to debate, especially because my pantry is very different than most other people's pantries. Mine tends to have a lot of stuff in it, but that's just me.
For the apocalypse.
For the apocalypse, for, whatever. But I thought to myself, you know what, this is going to be a good challenge because, and this has popped up surprisingly multiple times this week, the idea that having restrictions placed on you actually forces you to think and grow in ways that maybe you didn't expect. And so I thought this would be a fantastic opportunity for me to stretch my creative muscle and see what I can do to accomplish this challenge. Now, whether or not I actually accomplish the challenge, that's going to be up for a little bit of debate, and we'll get to that in a minute. So let me show you the players in today's $10 challenge meal. All right? Okay. So at the market, when I was going around, I saw this pack from Myojo, their yakisoba packet, which is 2 portions of noodles, and it's got all the sauce and everything in there, so no additional like soy sauce or anything like that would actually have to be purchased for it. But there is no vegetables, there is no meat, but there is the sauce and the noodles, and so I thought that would be a really great base. I purchased this yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday for $4.19, and that's going to be important because we'll get to that. But because this is now nearly, it's almost 42% of the budget for the $10 challenge. The question was what else can I put into it to not only be filling, but also have things like vegetables. We've got plenty of starch with the noodles, but we need to make sure we've got some protein in there. And it was a question of, okay, well, what can we put into it? With yakisoba, the two kind of the normal things that you always find in it is going to be cabbage and carrots. And so I got a couple of small carrots, and this was the smallest head of cabbage I can find. Now, this is one of the contested ingredients, in my opinion, and I'll explain why. We, at least in my house, we usually have cabbage in some form on hand. It's very common. It's normally in my fridge. And I normally have a head around. However, I'm not going to be using the entire head in this particular dish. But, and so that begs the question. And this is why I want to kind of leave it up to chat to see what chat thinks about this. Because the idea is to walk in with $10 and get everything I need to make dinner. I'm not going to use this entire head in dinner tonight. I'm going to use some of it for like coleslaw. I'm going to use some of it for something else. And so it's, you know, it's a contested item in my opinion. And I actually have the receipt from this, and so I'll get it out just so you can all see it. Cross out all the information that could possibly dox me. Okay. Oh. I should have crossed this out earlier, but oh well. Okay. So here's my receipt, and you'll see the total spent was $6.81. Now, because of math, they would know that because I spent $4.19 on the noodles, that $6.81 and $4.19 is $11. So in actuality, I went over by $1. Okay, and this is why I was bringing up the fact about the cabbage and it being a contested item, because the cabbage, according to the receipt here, there we go. Cabbage, you can see, was $1.34, but I'm only going to use maybe a quarter of it, so that would have been only 60 cents. Now the other one, and this was an oops on my part, was the portobello mushroom, because when I went and I saw it, the bin, when I read the tag, I thought it said $1.78 a pound, not $1.78 each. And so that was an oops, my bad on that particular part. But as for everything else, the bunch of green onions, that was only 48 cents, but I'm only going to probably use like one, maybe two of them. So I'll have some, you know, that's a good question, Lumpy Pickle, about being able to buy half heads of cabbage. There are some markets that do that. I've seen a few markets that, especially if they're at the peak of the season and they're massive heads, they'll sell quarter and half heads. So it is possible to buy them that way. However, at my local Winco, that isn't a possibility. I can't just buy one. And this was probably the smallest head that I could find. And I searched for a few minutes trying to get the smallest one because I didn't need a whole heck of a lot. Onion, that was a whopping 29 cents. And I was going to use the whole thing anyways, and so that's all good. The carrots came out to 18 cents. But then I got this. This was another thing that kind of made me think, was like, okay, well, what do I do about the protein? Normally I do chicken. I do chicken a heck of a lot because it's relatively inexpensive for, you know, the protein content and everything else, and it's delicious. Here's the kind of the big issue that I find when I go shopping for things like this, is that unless there is an active meat counter, most of the time when you're buying chicken in pieces, that it's going to be cheaper for the larger packs that you get. So like most of the, like previously in streams when you see me bust out a package of chicken thighs, there's usually like 8 or 10 in there, and that's because on the per pound price, that's the cheapest. But I also understand that not everybody has the ability to buy a full pack, save, you know, half of it, and then eat the other half of it. Sometimes you know, and this is what got me thinking, oh, there was a big flash and stuff went out. That's weird. Still streaming, but like the TV turned off here and now it's back on. That's weird. Yeah, that was very odd. But we're here. Okay. But all of the... What got me thinking is, you know, people may live in an apartment. People may only have the one fridge, and so they don't have the ability to store things. Again, this is why I was kind of thinking about that $10 challenge idea, is that, you know, you don't have the space to store a whole bunch of food, and so you have to go to the market on a daily basis.
And the cost of food's going up.
Yes, the cost of food is going up, absolutely. So, in looking around, beef is incredibly expensive. Most things tend to be. As I was walking by the seafood counter, they were just putting things out for the day. However, I was able to find some shrimp that would have been $4.98 a pound, and I got a half pound of it. So I spent $2.74 on shrimp. So that's about a half pound. That'll be split between everything, and that'll be super tasty and will work out really well. And what was kind of fun was I had a conversation with the woman who was working the counter and explained what I was doing and how this was the idea behind it. And she actually really liked it, because what she said was that she has customers that come in on almost a daily basis and will only buy, like, hey, Scott 2572, welcome. They'll only buy like a couple of bucks worth of like salmon, or a couple of bucks of this, a couple of bucks of that. So then, because they don't have that fridge space, and they're just buying things on a daily basis. So I figured I was on the right track with what I was doing. So now this is where the poll is going to come into play. And so I'm actually, hopefully this will work for me. Come on. Thinking. Still thinking. I don't think it likes to think too much. Yeah, it needs a nap, kind of like myself. It's still thinking. Here we go. I'm creating a poll. And we'll leave this up for a couple of minutes, I think. Okay. Question is it starting? So this is the poll question that I'm going to ask, is that, okay, the idea was $10 all in, accomplished dinner. Given what was purchased and how much was spent, this is the question I'm leaving up to chat, is whether or not I successfully accomplished the goal, or if it was, you know, I kind of bent the rules a little bit by getting like the extra cabbage, the extra green onions, and everything else. So I'm just kind of curious what everybody's thought is about that. Yeah. That's true. And that's just it. I mean, so this was a bunch, and I mean, I've never been able to purchase green onions as anything less than a single bunch. So, plus it was only 48 cents. So I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, the cabbage is really going to be kind of the big deciding factor. in my opinion. The port. Yeah, only one person's actually voted. I know that there's some lurkers out there. It's okay. It doesn't show me who voted, but it does, you know.
No wrong answer.
And there's no wrong answer. He can absolutely say that I failed, and I will fully own that. And it's almost over. I think considering the leftovers can be used for other food is a big win. Yeah, and I absolutely agree with you, Lumpy Pickle, and that's just it, is that most of the time, if I'm buying stuff, I'm thinking ahead to, okay, it looks like it ended. And okay, so it looks like the consensus was that I did manage to actually accomplish the goal, even though I did end up spending $11 versus the 10. But that's just it. Is I mean, I don't typically go out specifically thinking about one particular meal and that's it. I'm also looking ahead to, well, how can I use leftovers? Like, I'm going to use green onions with slaw. I'm going to use green onions with a whole bunch of other things. Cabbage I'm going to eat a number of different ways too. So yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I feel like I hit the mark with what I was going for. But the one thing I didn't want to do was say, okay, I'm going to make some elaborate dish for, say, 10 people, and then say, oh yeah, well then if you break it down on a per person basis, then it's going to be only $5 or $6 a person, because in that case it's like, well, I still spent $60 in order to get to that point. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's going to make that volume of food to make it that cost effective. Sometimes this is literally what you got to work with, and that's what you're going to do. Yeah, if the point is to buy dinner for two on the cheap, then yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, this was a super expensive portion. I mean, this was 42% of the final cost. Well, 41.9, but you know, hey, math. Was there possibly a cheaper option? Maybe. However, I will say that this has two things really going for it. One, it comes with the sauce. So then that way, if you didn't have the stuff necessary to make a sauce for yakisoba, which I do anyways, but it's got it included, which is a huge win. The other thing that has it going for it is the fact that it's made by this company, Myojo. If you're not familiar with Myojo, they're a company that makes like fresh ramen noodles, and they make ramen packs here in the US, but they've got the backing of probably the single most knowledgeable ramen chef in the country, a guy by the name of Keizo Shimamoto, who runs a place called Ramen Shack down in San Juan Capistrano. He's a dude that I've followed for about a decade, and he's actually working with them on developing new noodle recipes, because honestly, in terms of like people have the deep depth of knowledge of making ramen noodles, he probably knows more than anybody in the country. He actually had his own noodle making company for a while when he was in New York, but once the pandemic hit, his businesses took a major hit like everybody else, you know, with the restaurant industry especially, and so he packed up his family and moved out to California. This was, what, year and a half ago now, I think. Amazing guy. He makes absolutely amazing, you know, food. So, does it have real yak in it? Unfortunately, no, but if I could get a hold of real yak, I would absolutely go all in on it. So how would I chop the ingredients, and how would I assemble it, and in what order? That's a great question, Lumpy Pickle. So thankfully, with yakisoba, it's pretty simple when it comes to the assembly, and on the back it actually gives you some pretty concise instructions. where you saute up your vegetables and kind of your meat. You add in your noodles and a little bit of liquid, get it all mixed up, and then add in your sauce, and that's about it. Think of yakisoba as a stir fry. If you remember back when we did stir fry like a month and a half ago or something like that, the green onions we would slice pretty thinly on the bias and throw those in at the very end. The carrot we would peel and then again kind of slice on the bias. Are you getting a cutting board out?
Yes. You need help.
I need help. I'm sick.
Yes.
So are you going to slice stuff on the bias for me?
Sure. I don't 100% know what that means, but
Okay.
we're going to do a new cooking program called Teach Katie.
Well, the name isn't fixed yet. I was thinking it's like she's going to be my hands.
Yeah.
The idea is that I'm going to pick a recipe, buy everything for it, have directions ready for her, and
Yeah.
I'll go through and kind of make notes so that way she knows what she needs to do when, and then she's gonna make it. And I'll be here to answer questions, but she's gonna make it.
It's going to be epic. 'Cause
It's gonna be epic, and
I know nothing about this.
I'm excited, and I got really excited when I had the idea earlier, to be honest.
I do know how to properly hold the knife.
Okay.
2 green onions.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, if you're going to take a nap and we're not doing the beep, then
The beef.
we're going to need dinner. So
Okay. So that's not actually how I would slice the onions.
See?
See, so what I said was I would do them on the bias, meaning at an angle.
Okay.
And yeah, there you go. Did you trim the green ends off?
No.
You should probably trim the green. Not all of the green, but just like the green that you don't want.
I know.
Okay.
I do know that much. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
this is going to be really fun. So when David and I met and got married, Katie didn't even know what the market was.
This is true.
He sent me to the market to buy groceries, and I left crying. Literally left crying. Because I'm like, there's a store, there's food, somehow it comes together.
Magic.
I was raised by a single parent and TV dinners. That's all I knew. And David had to make the no TV dinner rule. So for the first few years of our marriage, I snuck them by taking them to work. I'd pick them up on the way. But now he's totally broken me of them, and I cannot do TV dinner. Do you want carrots on the bias too?
Yes. Carrots?
I'm about to.
Okay, yeah. Carrots. I mean, yeah, we're gonna do those on the bias too.
As they go all over the floor and not in the giant trash can. I told you this would be interesting.
It's fun for me to watch, at least.
We're gonna see how many fights we get into, because just fold it in. What does folding mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be real life. But now you can read the Twitch streams.
I don't know if I would call bias being a pretentious culinary term there, Lumpy. On the bias is just a term. It's not, I wouldn't call it pretentious at all. But yes, at an angle. And relatively thinly.
Oh.
Because, okay, in all the times you've had yakisoba, because you love yakisoba, has the carrot ever been super thick?
No, but I bet it's cut on the mandarin.
The mandarin?
Yes, the mandarin.
Yes, it's cut on the mandarin. Woo! 1 mandarin. Woo! 2 mandarins.
Yes.
It's all good, Lumpy.
Yeah.
I know it comes from a place of love, so it's all good.
And I know my abilities, so. Look, those are good.
Yeah,
Hey,
good job.
I can do it.
Did that just fall out of your mouth?
Yes. Told ya. It's gonna be a trial run of.
I'm a little biased, yes.
It's just us, so.
Yeah, it's just us, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Woo! Okay.
put these away.
Okay. I'll put them away.
Do I de-stem the portobello?
Yes, in this case, do stem the portobello because the portobello stem is super, like, woody.
It needs to be rinsed, though. Am I on camera? Yeah.
Yeah.
I should make you do this. You rinse that. You got 2 hands.
Yes,
I'm still made.
Yes, I think we've established that you were most certainly not my maid.
Let's see how fast he says. You're doing it wrong. How do you want the onion chopped?
Thinly.
Like circles?
Think like, how do I explain it? I want to call it a julienne.
Like little sticks?
Yeah, like little sticks, but not half moons, if that makes sense. Here you go.
Thank you.
So, cut it in half, like that. Turn it on its side, and then like that. So then that way you've got like little wedges.
Wedged. Are you guys excited for this, or should we shut it down? Shut it down now!
Let's see those dumpster fire remotes.
Yeah, that's what this is gonna be. Let's make fun of Katie.
We're not.
Well, not make fun of.
We're not making.
Let's enjoy. And
I am not making fun of you.
No, you are not.
Because you are a very strong, intelligent,
yes,
independent woman who I am deeply in love with.
Yes. No,
who has many skills and talents.
Yes.
This is not one of them.
No, but
that's okay.
Like that? Is that good?
Yeah, that works.
I did it.
Good job. So far, not a dumpster fire. No audio.
What?
Can y'all hear us? It's showing up as we got sound. Avocado Green KitchenAid, you might just need to turn your volume up. Yeah, I think it's a problem on your end, Avocado Green KitchenAid.
Mama Hueso. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, looking good.
So
I mean, you got a little bit of stem on there that needs to come off, but other than that, I mean, that's not that big of a deal. You're like, I feel like you're nitpicking.
No, I was gonna ask because like it looks like it's growing. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Onions do that. They grow. They've got layers.
They do. Just like you.
Yes.
Someday, we've been married almost 15 years. You think I'd know the guy? Nope. No.
I know.
Okay. How do you want the bellow?
Okay, so the Bella.
Which is just a giant cremini.
There you. I'm sorry. What was that? Say it again.
A giant cremimi.
Cremimi?
Cremini?
She said cremimi.
Cremini.
Cremimi. Say for me. Say for me.
Say for me. Yes. Say for me.
Cremini.
Cremini.
Okay, so yes, like that, but do it like in half first. Turn it 90 degrees, and then do it kind of like the same size as the onion. If that makes sense.
Yes.
There you go.
See, I
Not
can
bad.
cook.
Not bad.
I can do cook things. I've grown up now. No, he has taught me a lot. I can cook a couple of dinners.
Yes, cremimi.
And I'm a master at breakfast because this one here won't make it.
It's not my thing.
It's the greatest food.
And that's
on earth.
alright.
Okay, cremini.
It's cremini. It's C-R-I-M-I-N-I. Cremini.
Cremini. It's mean. Cremini.
Yeah, it's a mean.
Hey, get me a bowl for this.
Okay.
Fetch.
Yes, dear.
I can't reach those anyways. I bought some bowls and I hid them down low so he can't get them. So if I'm actually cooking, I can get a bowl.
There you go. It's true. If she puts something down low, like, I'll never find it.
These are nice big chunks.
Mm-hmm. They'll saute up real nice.
Really nice.
The shrimp you don't have to do anything to because I made sure to buy peeled and deveined ones.
Okay. So we'll just let them sit.
Yeah, they can just chill in there.
Here, pitch that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're only doing a quarter of this?
Maybe not even a full quarter, to be honest.
So I'm gonna ditch these top leaves, yes?
Yes.
Because
just the outers.
People are gross.
Yep, that looks good.
You gonna rinse it now?
No.
Because we took off the outer layers?
Because we took off the outer leaves.
There you go. So, just cut it in half?
Yep.
Boom.
There you go.
And cut this in half again?
Yes. In fact, I would actually do probably maybe like a 60-40 because I mean we don't want cabbage necessarily dominating in terms of volume. Although it does shrink, so yeah, right about there is fine.
And do we want the 60 or the 40 in the bowl?
We are gonna use the 40 in the bowl. So hand me the 60. The 60.
Oh. Woo!
Cooties on the top leaves. Yeah. Do your bows hand low? Do they wobble to and fro?
They do.
Just a little.
And then cut this like I did everything else?
How are you doing it?
This way?
Sure.
Sure. Should I do it a different way?
It's fine.
This is what he wanted, a good laugh.
It's true. And then a good nap.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do it like that.
Yep, that works.
There. Whoop.
And there you go.
Vegetables. See, Lumpy? That's how it's done.
That's vegetable prep right there.
And
That's
you do it in any order you want to.
Yeah. I mean, the vegetables are all going to get sauteed together anyways, and so it's kind of immaterial. So then, yeah, when the time comes, it'll just be a little bit of oil in the pan. Then throw the vegetation in, saute it up a little bit before adding in the shrimp and then the noodles and a little bit of liquid to kind of get them.
Go get the thingy.
The thingy?
Yeah, the cookie thingy. The griddle, the grill top. This is how our conversations go. I don't know what's going. Oh yes, the thingy.
This?
Yes.
Sorry, I have to translate for her sometimes. You're gonna make it?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is it that bad?
No, it's not.
The people are.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little afraid.
The people came to see this happen.
Okay.
You're here.
I am.
I can't mess up dinner that much, right?
I love you.
But after this, you'll love me 3% less.
I plead the fifth.
We quantify our love to one another.
It's true.
Okay.
Read the directions on the back.
Read the directions. Cooking directions. 1 serving. Heat 2 tablespoons of oil in a pan and cook the meat. But because it's shrimp, do we cook it?
We'll do the vegetables first and then the shrimp because it
shrimp
doesn't.
cooks really fast.
Shrimp, it cooks quickly.
See, thank you, Lumpy. It's not just this. Okay.
And you're not wrong, Lumpy, on the RTFM.
2 tablespoons.
You should probably turn the heat on first.
Oh.
That might be a good idea. Lock.
Lock it.
There you go. And then click it all the way to on. All the way. And click it.
Click what? Oh.
So it actually turns on. There you go.
There's a clicker. I would get an actual tablespoon and measure it, but...
Don't need to.
How much is 2 tablespoons? Come here.
Okay.
Say when.
I will. I'm getting you a thing.
He's getting me a thing. Oh. A spatula?
Okay, go ahead. When?
Okay, that's 2 tablespoons.
Maybe a little more. Okay.
I would literally measure it out.
She would.
Just because I don't know. I need to get a step stool so I can get up above it.
What do all the instructions say?
Oh, the instructions say, heat 2 teaspoons of oil in a pan. 2 teaspoons. It says 2 teaspoons. I did say table. But we can remove some of the oil, right?
Step aside.
Oh, a step stool, yay! Okay, add the noodles and stir fry for 30 seconds. Add 2 tablespoons of water. Add 4 tablespoons of water. Loosen the noodles and stir fry everything for 2 to 3 minutes until the water evaporates. Lower heat and add packaged sauce. Stir fry for another 30 seconds.
Reading is hard.
Reading is hard. Mix everything well and it's ready to be served. So, should we remove some of this oil? Or is it fine?
No, it's heating up because the fire's on.
Next
so
step is to
I would
fold in
add your
the
veg.
cheese.
Oh, we're doing veg now? It says noodles first.
What
Does
does that
it?
mean? What does fold in the cheese mean? He folds it in.
Oh, it says add your meat. Add vegetables and stir fry until soft.
There you go.
Oh, I probably should have read that, huh?
It's gonna spit.
Woo!
Here's your water for the noodles.
Okay. Not so bad. It's still green. It's not brown, right? Is this what it's like to live in your world?
A little bit.
Wow. So weird, like I could reach. Okay, I have to read the instructions again. Vegetables and stir fry. What's in stir fry? I mean, this is the stir frying part?
Yes, this is the stir fry.
Sorry, the and makes me feel like something else needs to be added.
No.
Add noodles and stir fry for 30 seconds. And add the 4 tablespoons of water at the same time. But first we got to cook this down. Are you guys having fun? No, Ann. Yes. He's gonna start squirt bottling me. Although my public speaking, if I could say words right, it's not that bad. I can public speak good.
I can speak good. I have all the best words.
Yes. I have all the best words. Sometimes Chupa here will say and 100 times in his story. And at home it's fine, but they get real boring on the streams. It's turning brown. Stir it more. It's looking good. It's softening up, just like it said.
You can also pull your spatula back.
Ooh. I can do this. I am capable, but this pan's a little big for me. If we have the other one, the blue one, this is the red one.
Now, bear in mind the canister that's in there is the last one that we have.
Oh, well,
So
we're going to go until it runs out.
I didn't even hook up the stove cam just because I didn't think we were going to cook.
It's on the fly. We got to give people what they paid for.
Thanks for your support.
And if we're not going to the thing tonight, we need dinner.
True.
So, there you go.
Scott's enjoying the heck out of it.
Yeah. I will say, so Lumber, you said black's not so good. We went to a ramen house and they had this black garlic. Like it was literally charred garlic that they added to the ramen. It was fantastic.
It's called Ryu. It's garlic that has been literally burnt in oil, and it's pretty bitter. But with the ramen, it's amazing. How's it look?
It looks good.
It's good?
Uh-huh. There, I can do it.
It's good.
No, I think we're about ready.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay,
Should probably add the shrimp now.
add the shrimp now.
These are little itty bitty shrimp because they were cheap.
And it's what we could afford with $10.
That's right. Here.
Take that.
Thank you.
And add the noodle.
Shit, stir it up though.
Stir it up first.
You gotta get those shrimp cooking.
We gotta get the shrimp cooking. Will you bring scissors for the noodle?
Give me your hand. Put the spatula down. Put this. Let go. Let go.
Oh! What the hell?
Put it down. Put it down.
I didn't think you meant literally put it down. I thought you were gonna show me something.
No. Put it down.
This is gonna be how we get famous.
Mrs. Hueso is a strong, independent woman
I
that
am.
don't need no man.
That's right. I don't need no man unless it comes to food. Look, I'm gonna put these back now.
And getting stuff off the top shelf.
Well, I don't know what's up there. I can barely see it.
That's why I keep them up there, so you don't mess with them.
We have a drawer over there that I'm allowed to play with. Wait, how come it's not working? Did we lose fire?
I think we lost fire.
There's some fire. I see fire.
A little bit. Yeah, I think we lost fire.
Wah, wah. That's dinner. I did great.
How much is there? Oh no, there still is. Okay, did you? Well, we got liquid from the shrimp. Although we need more heat.
Go get the induction burner. I paid a pretty penny for that sucker.
I know.
That was not cheap.
All right, hang on. We need to make room for it though.
Can I touch this? Oh yeah.
The laptop that's plugged in right there. If you would unplug it and put it into the power strip.
Okay.
Because nothing can be plugged into the same circuit.
Whoop. There. Yeah, we need more power.
Oh, I don't think this will work.
Oh, because of the wok?
Yeah, because it's aluminum.
Oh.
So we got to take it to the stove.
Aww.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'm going to. Well, it's still cooking.
All right.
How do we know if this is empty? Because there's still fire.
A little bit. Okay. We're gonna attempt to set this up live.
You set up while I'm doing here. Because there is still fire.
Okay.
I'm guessing it was just like we added so much cold stuff that I got shocked it.
Could be.
Okay, I gotta read the instructions again. Everything for 2-3 minutes until the water evaporates. Does it look like that's happened?
No.
No. If the noodles are sticking, add more oil as needed. Well, we're good on the oil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, we're
I
good.
read that wrong. Story of my life. That's why he's like, you're gonna do the recipes. I'm like, oh, are you sure about that? Lower the heat and add packaged sauce. Stir fry for another 30 seconds. Look, see, dinner's almost ready. And we gave a few people a laugh. That would be awesome. Yeah, Lumpy says switch pans.
Well, unfortunately, I don't.
What, a giant fry pan? No, you could do the giant old clad.
Oh, yeah, I could.
Giant old clad ward.
Yeah. Okay.
Did the camera over there not set up?
I don't think it'll hook up while we're podcasting.
No. Oh, this is looking pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna let you, if you would step over to the left and move your step stool. Thank you.
This is my step stool. Yeah, get the giant autoclave. Does that take a long time to heat up?
It shouldn't.
Is it on? On!
No, it's not on yet. Just...
Sort of an old joke of... I just say it on and it turns on. Mr. Fusion Induction Cooking Plate.
Yeah. Okay.
How long does it take for it to heat up? What does that mean?
It's arrowing it. What it means is it's not detecting the pan. Let me...
The medium old clad.
There it goes. Okay, go ahead and...
Put food in there?
Yeah, go ahead and put food in there, because that's going to heat up pretty quick.
Ooh. I can do it. I promise. She-Ra! Okay, I gotta set this down. Should I put all of it, or is it just that?
I would just do that.
Because we don't want to overload it. Thanks for helping. We do this now?
Yep. Squeeze it in.
Think it tastes good?
I would hope so. Whew. Now you gotta stir it up.
I gotta stir!
Yeah. Where we're going, we don't need butane.
Okay. Look, the shrimp look nicely cooked.
Yeah, smells pretty good.
Yeah, do you want to try it?
Sure.
Great job. Great job.
On, off. Well, we should switch it out and add the sauce to the other bit. How did I do?
I don't know. We'll see. Let's try the carrot. Mmm. Carroty. It's warm.
Is that because of the issue?
That's just thick.
Well, some people like things thick.
It's true. That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Alright.
I killed it. Boom. I can make yakisoba.
Sure.
With the package. I could do ramen too.
With the packet.
What is bland?
Like it needs more sauce, in my opinion.
It does. It needs more something.
Needs more sauce.
Let's get some sauce. Do you guys like yakisoba? Should we do this by phone?
I probably just mix it up. I just put in.
Mmm. That
there's
is
a routine
bland.
playing.
Surprisingly
is
bland.
Surprisingly bland. I just put in hoisin sauce.
Bland curry they're eating.
Yeah.
That's one of my all-time favorite shows. It's a British show.
Detectorists.
It's about these guys who metal detect in the British countryside.
amazing.
I don't know why I love it.
It's so funny.
But the third or fourth time you watch it, then you like finally start getting some of the jokes. Because
It is so unbelievably like Gobi Desert dry.
yeah. But it's also chill, and you're just looking at the British countryside. Like it's beautiful.
Right now.
I'm gonna try it with shrimp. What did you put in this?
Hoisin sauce. Hey! Scott Connor. Welcome to the party. Yeah, kind of subcontracting because I'm not feeling all that great.
You missed a hilarious time.
You did.
But I didn't burn the food. I'm just spitting all over it.
Sorry to hear you're not feeling well, Scott Connor.
I can barely speak it.
The Punisher himself.
Oh, that's not hot anymore.
Mm-mm.
Damn! Dinner's been saved! Woohoo!
Nice. You put a bit of hoisin sauce in your chili when you make it. Right on, Scott.
Did you get another bowl and we can cook this one?
Yeah, totally. I was just thinking the one
That
of the
whole
veggies
works.
were
Hoisin sauce is something we always have. Oh my gosh. You should do a video on just what's in the door. How much hoisin sauce.
Hoisin sauce, oyster sauce.
The fish sauces.
Nurse Hueso berry. Nice one, Lumpy. I've got how many different types of soy sauce right now?
It's got at least 3.
1, 2.
Because there's Korean, and there's
3,
dark and
4.
light Japanese.
I've got 5 different soy sauces in the door.
Does it have to be on before you add food? Or is it gonna blow up?
No, it's not going to blow up. It's just helpful to preheat the pan before adding food to it.
Fair enough. If you is that just because it's induction, or is that
No,
true
that's
of
just
all
cooking in general.
Okay, get the hoisin sauce.
I'm thinking this time maybe a little oyster sauce.
Let's get the oyster sauce. Please don't get me. This is a decent shirt. I don't want to mess up. I should put my shark apron on.
Oh, you should. Shark on the apron.
It's one of the best Christmas gifts ever. That and my drumsticks from
Oh, that's true.
David!
UTA. Woo!
What does burning smell like?
It's the little things. So that's it for me. You watch it.
I'm watching it.
If it burns, burn, baby, burn.
Did the Burning Redeem play?
What does burning smell like?
David?
See? Sharks. They're my spirit animal. Super chill, nice. And then the butcher head off.
Oh,
Only if you
Scott
deserve
coming
it.
with the pun heat. Please tell me that with your custom shark apron that you got an endorsement.
Yep.
Bean sprouts are pretty cheap. If you can find a market where you can buy them by the pound, just get like a handful. They're usually less than $1 a pound. And yes, bean sprouts would be a fantastic addition to yakisoba.
I love bean sprouts.
Excellent question, Lumpy Pickle.
To be honest, you could probably add whatever you wanted to this. Right? No?
Within reason.
I like it with oyster sauce.
Yeah.
There you go, that's dinner. Any questions?
Jelly beans? I don't know if I would do jelly beans. They'd melt all over the place and...
Well, we could make it a candy yakisoba and do like,
Ugh.
well, not do actual noodles, do something candy-esque.
See, if you're doing jelly beans, at that point, I kind of feel like you should get like the Big League Chew. If you remember the bubblegum Big League Chew that was in the shredded strips, use that for the noodles, and then throw in things like jelly beans, like the lemon candies.
Yeah, but it would just be for looks. You wouldn't actually cook it.
Yeah, gummy worm yakisoba.
Hey, this isn't Parks and Rec. It's not Indiana.
Yeah, but if they were like sour gummy worms or whatever, I bet you bread would be all over it. Because they'd be sour.
In your food?
Mm. No, it'd be like literal gummy worm, like yakisoba. It's vegetarian.
Shrimp, I did a good job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, the shrimp turned out good.
Yeah, it's not overcooked.
Yeah, it didn't take very long either.
No, see? It's barely been a little while.
Hooray, dinner is served.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Good job, baby.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you.
I can cook too. Yeah, David wants to do a regular thing where I cook the recipe with his supervision.
Yeah.
Which would be good for me to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be a riot for you guys.
It really would be.
We saw how comedic that was.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, really? Oh, dude, I so want to become famous and buy viewers and followers. What?
You're going down, Goblin 9. Oh, is that how that works?
Yes, that is how that works.
Lumpy Pickle, you need to teach me some of these things so I can help.
What's
Potatoes.
precious?
Yeah, but the whole $10
Potatoes.
challenge thing,
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
that I want to do like on a monthly basis. I'm kind of thinking this helping hands, you know, Mrs Hueso cooks. I think that'll also be like a once a month thing. Probably also on a Saturday.
Yeah, because I have a job.
Yeah. So.
Somebody's got to pay for this place.
Yeah. So. But yeah. There you go. Look at that. You're taller now. Let's here. Let's. And this is her on a step stool.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, that's what we got going on today. I'm probably gonna go take a nap just because I'm not feeling all that great. But thank you so much for hanging out for an hour and
Not making too much fun of me?
That's okay. You did good. You did good. It was pretty funny to watch. Yeah, now you need a theme song.
Oh, I don't know about that. Can you imagine? The song starts and then it like, as I drop the egg on the floor.
Wah wah.
Yep. And then it's gonna be The Price is Right. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. That'll be my theme song.
Nothing but regret and shame today, Mrs.
Oh.
Hueso's cooking.
That's really bad. We laugh because
Wait,
it's
so bad.
funny. We laugh because it's true.
Theme song. Yeah, exactly. Mrs. Hueso's cooking today.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on to
Holy beep.
Hold on to your hats.
Time for takeaway.
On today's segment with Cooking with Mrs. Hueso, we go through all the takeout menus.
We laugh because it's funny. We laugh because it's true. No, I can make this now.
Go team.
I don't know if you were here earlier, Scott. Like, I know nothing about cooking.
Yeah, Scott was here.
Yeah, so this will be good. We'll both learn. It's just, I come home and it's done. That's right, DoorDash is.
DoorDash. Yeah.
Yep.
What do we want to order today?
Mrs. Hueso's picking up food on the way home. Woo! We have done that many times.
It is true.
It's your turn to cook. Okay, Chinese?
You do have your bread machine. Yes, there is the bread machine, which we finally found the paddle after how long?
Yeah.
There's in the bottom of the bread machine, there's a little paddle that stirs everything up, and it went missing for
Many
a
months.
long time.
Many months.
It was on the drain board
hidden in the darkness.
in the corner.
Yeah, I can make bread with the bread machine, but that's literally just layer on.
But you have to plan ahead by like what, 3
3
4
hours, yeah.
something like that.
So I don't know if that's cooking. It's not like I'm making it from scratch.
Ish.
I'll
It's like-
try.
it's scratch adjacent.
I'll try.
I would say it's scratch adjacent.
Yeah. I am very good at breakfast, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a good waffle recipe. So if you guys have a good waffle recipe, I've tried many and they're just not good enough.
Bread machines were all the rage when they came out. Yeah, they totally were. Well, and this one was one that you got.
So I was driving home from church and there was an estate sale. And it's 2 houses down. I parked, I walked inside and walked around. And then the lady yells, "It's over! Whatever you see, take it, it's yours!" And I grabbed the bread machine and came home. It was free, why not?
Yes, adopt a bread machine today. So many times people buy a bread machine thinking it'll be the greatest thing in the world, but then they're not prepared for what all comes with it. And so many bread machines were abandoned to the shelters. Please, help the poor bread machines of the world. Adopt a bread machine today. Donate to Sally Struthers. Or something like that. Yeah, free is always the right price.
Yeah, it was the only
Absolutely.
reason why I grabbed it, because it was free.
Yeah.
And a lady came around the corner, "Oh, you got the bread machine." I'm like, "That's right. Mine."
Although, to be fair, she did have like an armful of a bunch of other stuff. She was just being greedy.
Yeah. So that's how we got the bread machine.
Yeah.
And it makes great bread. But it's a 3-hour in advance thing.
Yeah. You gotta plan that one out.
Yeah.
I pity to think what happens if you do feed the bread machine after midnight. What would that even look like? I mean, it grows a mohawk and like gets all scaly and stuff and starts running around the house trying to eat the dogs. I mean, yeah. I will need you.
Okay.
All right. I think we're good.
Hopefully you guys had a good time. That was awesome.
This was intentional chaos today. Thank you so much, Accidental Chaos, for being here. Lumpy Pickle, Other Cream KitchenAid, Scott2572, Scott Connor, our bot. Not sure if anybody else.
Whoever else, all
the lurkers.
The lurkers, because I'm the lurker.
It's all good. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much to the lurkers and everyone else. Oh, dude, Accidental Chaos. If I was feeling better, like it probably would have gone a little bit longer, but we got. Yeah, you like that segue. But hey, you got Mrs Hueso, figuring it out. So there we go.
That's always fun.
And it is fun. It's fun for me at
I
least.
know how to cut green onions on the bias.
There you go.
I didn't know green onions had a bias.
Yeah.
Does meat have a bias?
Yes. There's a grain in meat. Think of it, so like when I do picanha, the way that I cut it in those 4 segments and then cross cut it, and when I cut them long, the grain is that entire length. So then that way when we cut it up to eat it, it's nice and short, so it's not super chewy. Yes.
Learn knowledge.
The more you know. So.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a nap. Everybody, love you. Thank you so much for, being here and hanging out for, whatever this was. It was fun.
It was
So.
fun.
All right, folks. Take care. Have a good weekend. Hopefully I'll see y'all Tuesday. At least that's my plan right now. Depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm still gonna feel like this on Tuesday, I will probably skip the Tuesday stream. But if not, I'll be here with something.
Yay!
Huzzah! And then, yeah. So take care. Have a good weekend, folks. Love you guys. See you later.
High five.
Hello, boys and ghouls. DK's making a snack today. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? DK's making a snack today. Shove it right into your mouth. DK's making a snack today. What's it gonna be? Is he making it for me? DK's making a snack today. It's time for tactical snacking with DK. Making a snack today. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? DK's making a snack today. Shove it right into your mouth. DK's making a snack today. What's it gonna be? Is he making it for me? DK's making a snack today. It's time for tactical snacking with DK. Making a snack today. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?